You got the Plymouth Argyle Browns going 2-3, 170.96 against 174.06. The workshop of rookies, so that was a close one for Arthur. The Laxdale Legends 210.69 against the Preston Hawks 203.17. Pez actually told me a complete muck up he did in that game. It's basically cost him, but we'll see that one in a minute. The Bedford Brewskis 187.69 against the Bucks Gold Rush 157.91. Kirkwall Chargers 269.18 beating the Bodom Bears 194.42. The high scoring Edinburgh Thunderbirds still scoring high 237.52 against Aberdeen Bucks. So they've lost their unbeaten record, so 198.79. The Rotherham Raiders 225.03. Remember last week they had a big game? They've done it again. This time they come up against 238.79. Yorkshire lost Muerto, so they must be raging. 2 games, 225, 232, and they've lost them both for their 2 losses in a row.
Must be the highest scorers in the league because, they've won their other 3 games, so they must have scored well those games as well. That's pretty harsh, to run into to score over 220 points one week and lose, fair enough, you wipe it off. It's right, okay, I've lost, but I've scored a lot of points. To do it 2 weeks in a row, that's just downright freaking cheeky, man. And see if you do it 3 weeks in a row, you must have been Adolf Hitler in a past life because you're getting punished now.
Yeah, because what was it last week? It was there, and the week before it was, what did he score? 236 the week before against 243, 225 against 238. It's just like that is just so unlucky.
Yeah. Shit happens,
Well, like you said,
but you know
they're
what?
a
You're
high
scoring the point.
scoring team, so it's going to
Yeah,
it's going to make
the
up for
wins
it.
are going to come, and it's a great win for Yorkshire Los Mertos as well. To beat 225 points, to come up against 225 points and still win. That must make you feel good.
I know. Yeah, well, basically everybody. You had Lawrence, Etienne, Cook, Higgins, Olabi did nothing. Metcalf fumbled, which probably would have been sore one if that cost him the game. Brock Bowers turning up had a
Larby
good
is
run.
a worry.
And Gibson. This defence has scored nearly 40 points between the 2 of them. Oh,
Yeah.
no, there you go. Yeah, 40 points. He got 16 points of his kick up, and then so did Fairbairn. So where did Raiders come unlucky then? So 13 points.
It's the Tyreek Hill problem.
Well, they've now lost Pittman as well, which is not a good one.
I mean,
If
Tyreek Hill scores what he normally scores, he wins. That he wins the game there. So it's
his bench
it's a
isn't looking
Tyreek
too
Hill
great, though.
problem, I would say. And the question is that have you got the balls to drop Tyreek Hill? I mean, you've drafted him in the first round. Can you drop your first round pick when he's on the field? I'm not sure you can. But
No, because they do try
big
and
one,
get him the ball, but
Aberdeen.
it just doesn't work.
The only 2 4-1 teams were playing each other this week, and obviously Edinburgh Thunderbirds going from 3-1 to 4-1, and Aberdeen Bucks getting their
Aberdeen Bucks
first
gone
loss.
4-0
So
to 4. Yeah, so they
big
had
win for Gary and his Edinburgh Thunderbirds. It has to be said, Jackson doing
they've lost.
Jackson things, and
They've lost Nico.
he's lost Nico. That's one that's got to be replaced, obviously. But yeah, Worthy's going to get plenty of touches, and it's nice to see Kelsey back and doing something this week. I'm hoping that's his season going to start in earnest now as well. Although, I mean, they've not really done anything in their 5-0 Kansas City, and that worries me. That really does worry
That
me
is
because
pretty
I think
scary.
that Kelsey's now at the age where they'll unleash him when they have to.
Yeah. So this is a game here. Obviously, Pez lost Derek Carr, but he didn't realise that Singletary wasn't playing.
You
So he
don't
didn't take
realise
out
it's
Singletary.
And who's on his
What's that?
bench? Who's on the bench?
Jalen Wright or Eckler or Akers.
You would have played it. You would have played Eckler or Akers, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You might
So
have played
and
Sutton,
that
but you have to think you would have played Eckler or Akers. So that's 14 and 15, and that's more than enough to win the game.
and that
So
that's
yeah, you
that's the
got what you
game. So
deserve, Pez.
he was he was
You
he was
got
a
what
bit
you
raging
deserve.
on Monday,
You make rookie
especially he
mistakes,
was.
you get rookie results. You know what I
The
mean?
worst thing was though,
I don't know what else to
being a
say.
being a being a Seattle fan, you would have been watching the game, so you would have seen that he was out.
What could you
Because
say?
if the Giants are
Laxdale
playing
Legends will be
Seattle,
over the moon though, and it's a
oh, they'll
great,
be loving it.
if Laxdale Legends get us into playoffs by 1-1, it's there. You know, if Pez loses out by one, then it's there. That's that. That's the week. So yeah, big week for Laxdale Legends.
Definitely gets up to 2 and 3. So where we got? So the Thunderbirds
Yeah,
and
look
the
at
Bucks are 4-1. You got 3 teams at
what we got
3
at the
and 2.
bottom,
Then we got
and
a
only
1 and
one at 1
4
and 4.
Groovy.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think we've maybe seen 2 or 3 teams at 0 and 5, and we've maybe seen 2 or 3 teams at 5 and 0, and that's it.
yeah.
And
It's
that's after
pretty.
just 5 weeks. So that's crazy. It's crazy close. Everything is crazy close. And it just goes to show you how, as I say, how volatile fantasy football can be. And you're never out of it. You're never, and no matter how you look at your team and you think that's rotten, that's terrible, it can turn up. Some weeks it's going to turn up and it's going to win you games, you know? It's crazy.
This is fun though, because obviously we've got Arthur against Pez. So there could be quite a bit of insults going about in the group chat this week.
Both
Plymouth
2 and 3
Argyle
as
against
well, Johnny.
Knox.
They're both 2 and 3, so that's a massive game. That's a the winners 3 and 3, the losers 2 and 4. I mean, that's huge.
Especially with Pez taking digs at Arthur and the Pez and Pork show on Monday. There was should be an interesting one this week. Maybe
Yeah,
they're
it
just
will
taking the
be.
piss because he's a Browns fan. But then obviously 2 and 3 against 2 and 3 again. 2 and 3
Yes, to be.
against 2 and 3 again. Oh, they go.
He's a
Poor Gary's
Brown
up against
fan.
the Edinburgh
Yeah,
Thunderbirds, so he's going to be 1 and 5, I
that's
think.
a bye
Oh,
week.
the Northern Raiders, another high scoring team up against the Chargers. They've been scoring pretty high as well. Then you got
Yeah,
Aberdeen Bucks against the
it's a
Yorkshire
big
Listen
one there.
Rattles.
The Rotherham Raiders. The Rotherham Raiders deserve. If any team deserves a win this week, it's Rotherham Raiders. It has to be said.
Yeah, but their bench didn't look great, and they're out, and obviously they've lost Pittman, so it's going to be a tough one to get another high scorer. But the Chargers are a high scoring team. The Aberdeen Bucks up against last week's high scoring Yorkshire Listen Rattles, so they could go 4 and 2 apiece as
Yeah,
well
that's
if Yorkshire pulls that one off. But
two big games at the bottom there as well. Two massive games, you know, in the sense of it's but all 4 teams are winning records, and two of them have got to lose this week, you know. And
yeah, there you go. He's out. He's not changed his team yet, but obviously Pittman's out.
yeah, he's lost Pittman, so he's
So,
definitely going to need to move out Pittman. But he's got options here
oh,
on the bench, so there's
well, not a lot.
nothing to worry about.
He's
Well, he's
got
done a
Curtis
little bit.
Samuel
His
or
team is
Reynolds.
just not done. Yeah, he's got
Yeah, but
Reynolds there. He's got Samuel there. You know, players that can be played.
yeah,
Players that can
he's
be
got
played
Golf on the
indeed.
bench, but then he's got Burrow starting. So he's not going to play Golf over Burrow. So
You know what will
yeah, so
happen
that's
though?
all.
It'll be he'll get 160 points this week and win the game. That's just how it goes.
Well, yeah, but that could easily happen in this league. Anything can happen, but no. So that's all the divisions.